Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys who are new, my name is Daniel, and in this video we're going to be going to Porsche Irvine, which is one of the largest Porsche dealerships in Southern California, to see what they have in store and also get a feeling of the new models, the new 992 Turbo S's, the GTs, the higher end, more performance oriented models that are slowly being released and delivered here in the States. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in Porsche Irvine. We're here at Porsche Irvine. It's right off the 5. It's really easy to get in, and there's a BMW dealership right next door, and then there's this thing right here. You can see by the looks of it, especially if you look at it from the outside, from the freeway, the building is massive. It's, like I said, one of the largest Porsche dealerships in Southern California, and there's some quite big ones. And so, comparison, this is really big. I'm going to show you guys how big it is inside and what kind of inventory they have. They always have some really, really cool pre-owned and new inventory here at Porsche Irvine. So I'll see you guys inside. Here is a GT2 RS Club Sport. Now there are only 200 Club Sports made. It is actually fully carbon fiber, and it's built by BBI, which is a Porsche focused performance shop here nearby in Long Beach or Orange County. This one is actually for sale. It's on consignment, and you don't see these very often, and I don't know the pricing for this one, but it is a crazy car to see one of these in real life. Because it's built, and it's a 2RS, so it's already 700 horsepower, track focused, and this is a full-on race car on that track focused GT2 RS. So it's really, really something to see one of these cars in person, and especially this one because this is fully carbon fiber. Here we have a couple Porsche Taycan S's. This is the top of the line Taycan from Porsche, the fully electric model that just came out recently. I'm going to actually hand this over to my buddy Tristan, and he's going to actually share the details about this car.
So here we got two very different spec Turbo S's. So Turbo S, as Daniel said, top of the line cars, around 200K MSRP. On this one, it looks like it's a very white on black, so jet black all around, carbon fiber everywhere, and then just white, so it's very contrasted well. On here in this spec specifically, it has the painted wheels all the way around, so that's a cool spec. It's supposed to be like the Mission E prototype that came out a couple years ago. And here, this is like the definition of a basically fully built, maxed out spec. You got carbon fiber wheels on this car, full carbon splitter down here, carbon fiber mirror caps as well, carbon fiber front. This is just very a sleek body, and I definitely like these with carbon fiber instead. I would definitely spec those if you were going to get a Taycan Turbo S. So interior is all black inside. It's just a very bland interior, kind of like the Tesla. I mean, you have a lot of space in this car for what it is. It's actually a pretty small car compared to the Model S. In the inside, you do feel a little cramped in the back, but it's because of that sleek body. Makes it look much more sporty and aggressive compared to a Tesla. All right, so here we are at the Porsche Irvine Service Center. It's basically any new Porsche dealership has kind of this kind of look where there's always like a window so you can see what cars are being serviced. There's always nice little accessories around so you can buy clothing, any models as well, backpacks. Also nice little cafe station right here. They're all pretty standardized now for all new Porsche dealerships. Basically, you can literally see all your cars, what it's getting done in the back. Very clean, very modern looking, good lighting around. Definitely top of the line for service centers. Porsche definitely beats all of those.
So we're here on the second floor. This is where all the offices are First floors are all the inventory that we just went over, and also the service is also first floor. But there's a roof in here where they actually keep their pre-owned cars, and some of the cars they actually want to showcase to the people driving on the freeway, which is very cool. We're gonna head up there right now. We're here at the roof part of the building now. On the right side of me is the 5. Probably could hear the road noise. And this is where people could actually see the cars that are lined up behind me. It's pretty empty, most likely due to the weather. Right now it's raining a little bit. But usually they have their GT cars, they have their nice, bright, paint to sample cars lined up here. We have a Taycan, 911, Macan here, and then all the way back another Taycan on the left side of me. And this is where the roof part is. Since the spec room at Porsche Irvine was occupied while we were there, we decided to come back to the house and spec it on the computer. So in this video, we're going to be specing out a 992 Turbo S on the Porsche configuration website. On the Porsche car configurator, if you scroll down, you'll see the 911 Turbo models. From the Turbo to the Turbo Cab, and then the Turbo S, which will be the one we'll be specing out today. Okay, here, so you have obviously the exterior color options, from the standards to the metallic to the special ones. Now you can't really choose a PTS color because it's just the website and you just don't have the option to do so, which is something Porsche should probably work on in the future. They should have a whole catalog of their PTS colors so people can have more fun with it. But in this case, you could choose the custom color, but you're only limited one. It's just random. I think it's just for each car. This one, it looks like a darker red.
Ruby Star.
It's red. A Ruby, you think that's the Ruby Star red?
That's Ruby Star red, yeah.
Sort of difficult to see the exact color because it is on a screen. Like if you were to see a real Ruby Star red in person, it will look different than this one because we've both looked at one in person, and this one looks a little bit, let's say, darker, right?
I think it's exactly Ruby Star.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe because of the lighting. Like when I look at the Ruby Star red in person, it looks a little bit brighter than this one. But in this situation, so you have Ruby Star red as the PTS color. So we're just gonna choose that, or you could just choose the green one. The green one actually doesn't look bad. The Python green. Someone actually spec'd out their Turbo S in ochre metallic, which is one of my favorite PTS colors on any 911, stretching from the older ones to the newer ones. This is not a metallic color. This is more of like a flat out paint. It's not that bad looking, but I do prefer metallics on the Turbo S. But let's go back to the Ruby Star red as a custom color. And then you have the option to choose. What wheels, Tristan, do you think look best on with this color Turbo S?
I believe this color would be these wheels, and then paint them in high gloss
in black. Okay, yeah, that's not. Yeah, actually, this wheel is like the exclusive design for the 991.2 exclusive series. This is like the same wheels they've used.
We also have other options. This one.
This one, it looks a little bit more like Panamera-ish, or that one is not really my favorite. It looks okay with like the regular, Carrera models, but I think those exclusive wheels look the best on the Turbo S. And then you go down to the interior colors and materials. So you actually have quite extensive options. Even though you could even go further down and choose to go CXX, which is Porsche's special designing, very personalized interior and exterior option, which is actually done in a separate factory, which takes longer and obviously more money.
I think this one looks the best.
So this one is the Bordeaux, right, with black accents. This does look really good.
This one or this one?
Yeah, this one's a little bit more Bordeaux. But yeah, I think this one
good.
looks good with the black steering wheel and like the seats and some of the leather trim in Bordeaux. And then you can obviously choose your seats. Being the Turbo S, most people are gonna actually go for the for the sport seats, but some people just purely for driving comfort are gonna get the comfort seats. Even further down, the great thing about Porsche and their configurator is they're very detailed. You have so many options.
So you can do
So many detail options.
fiber roof,
Exactly. You could do a carbon fiber roof. You could do a sunroof. You have all these different options you can get. And so Tristan, what would you put in terms of exterior detailed options?
So
where we start red.
I would honestly, I would leave the paint on top. No carbon fiber roof. I don't think that's like there's no point. You know, you're not going to see it really, and it's kind of nice having painted roof. And then I would definitely add on the car in the rear. I would add the sport suspension, which lowers the car, and then I would add the sport exhaust in black, which is 2 single tips instead of 4 tips.
So a little bit like the GT2 RS. It looks like closely to the GT2 RS.
Mm-hmm. And then front lift, of course. Brake calipers, you can now spec them black. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but before you couldn't. And then that's basically it. Honestly, the spec looks really good. Red and black interior. Actually in the interior as well, right here, I would add... I would add seat belts in Bordeaux red, and then also a tachometer in guards red, which changes this right here.
And people love that.
Spec.
People love like changing the colors of the tachometer or the clock in the middle. You see right here. People like changing the color.
And then yeah, you can do that in guards red as well.
Yeah, the stopwatch.
Yeah. You could also spec up the whole interior in carbon fiber. So you can put carbon fiber door seals, even owner's manual wallet in whatever color you want. You can really spec this car fully out. You have so many options: wood interior, race tech interior, aluminum interior. So many different options.
Yeah, and then this is where you could really be personalized to the I guess the budget and your wants. The person who's specking out the car's wants, they have the option to choose up to, you know, in this case $35 or even sometimes $50,000 to $100,000 in addition to the base price of the Turbo S. The car we've configured in this video came out to the total price of $239,360. Now this is probably going to be average or a slightly above average price for the Turbo S's that are going to be arriving here in the States. People are not going to do full base for the Turbo S. Most likely, for most of them, people are going to at least do some interior customization or exterior customization. We're going to see PTS ones coming in too, and that's going to result in the extra price tag from the base price. This is the spec that we've decided to go with. Ruby Star Red, if we're not wrong, with the exclusive wheels, Bordeaux red and black interior, and some other performance modifications such as the sport exhaust. It does look good in my opinion. We have seen a 992 Turbo S in person. What was it, like 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago,
3 weeks ago, that came from Monaco. We're probably not going to see one coming to the dealerships anytime soon, probably another month, right? Another month till customer cars are delivered to the dealership. And then obviously PTS are even take longer. But this is an example of a Turbo S spec that we would go with. Now, if you had the option to do PTS of our own, what would you choose?
I would definitely choose, honestly, probably some kind of green. Oak green, metallic. There's one that was just posted. Or some kind of dark blue of some kind would look really good. I know there's a couple options of blue on this, but nothing that really is amazing. Maybe even this would be a good spec as well, honestly. In maybe not, I would black out the wheels or something, but for some reason you can only black out some parts of the wheel, not the whole thing, which I don't know, I'm not a big fan of. Or some kind of purple would be kind of cool.
I was thinking the purple thing, amethyst black.
Yeah, and the amethyst black would look really good in this color. Blackish mark and a little bit of purple in the sunlight would look cool.
You know, for the Turbo S's, for even most generations, I think the darker colors fit a lot better than the brighter colors, like the loud colors. Like, imagine a Turbo S in like a lizard green. It sort of doesn't make sense. It's a car that's like meant for
GT
daily driving, or you know, people. It's not really track focused. So to have that loud color to show off doesn't really fit the characteristics of what the car is meant for. Which is why like Ruby Star Red is sort of a darker color. Obviously, it depends on like the sunlight or anything, but. Ochre metallic is a darker color, amethyst black is a darker color. Those are the colors that we would probably choose if we were to spec out a car of our own and decide what PTS color we want to go with. But this is the car. We don't have unfortunately the option to choose those colors that we just mentioned. But if you have some time and you want to spec out your own Turbo S, or even this 718 GT4 just came, you could do that now too. So you could do that. I'll leave the link of the Porsche car Configurating in the description below, and you guys are welcome to do that. Anyone can do it, and it's pretty fun to do so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also the tour of Porsche Irvine dealership. If you guys want to see more of Porsche dealerships or anything related to Porsches, let me know in the comments below, and I will make a video on that. Well guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.